I believe that AI is here to help humanity advance, that AI is here to help us prosper, and that AI is literally here to take us to the next level. All right, all right, all right. Week 3, happy you're with me, or week 4, I don't know. I lost count at this point. I think it's 4. I'm pretty sure it's 4. But anyway, this week is all about alignment. Today, actually, specifically, is all about alignment. I had a wonderful meeting with a wonderful brother that helped me to get more in alignment and get some clarity about the things that I should be doing in order to achieve the things that I want to achieve. You can call it a business coaching session, you can call it a life coaching session, you can call it a brotherly talk, an advice from a etherical fatherly figure, or whatever you want to talk to call it. It's been a wonderful meeting that actually helped me to get some more alignment, attunement to my highest frequency, which is the one that I'm ultimately going towards in this life, and which is the one that I'm actually creating the most abundance from. And I've been feeling pretty abundant lately. There has been for sure been some tribulations along the way, some shakeups along the way. And even this week, I mean, I invested a substantial amount of my net worth, let's say, in a crypto project that a friend of mine is launching, and he has a good record of having successful launches. And I'm like, hey man, you know what? I'm gonna put some money down, and yeah, I YOLO'd most of this other stuff that hasn't been performing well, and I was really confident about, at the early stages of the bull market. I'm like, hey man, ICP, which I love dearly and has been great to me, is gonna go to the moon. So like, I still have like a full bag of it, but it has definitely underperformed, and so has like Polkadot and Sui, and what was the Polygon one. Now I think it's actually named Poly. Before it was named Matic, and even my Ethereum, and like it's not necessarily a lot, but it did feel like a lot when I actually like exchanged it all to Solana and YOLO it all. I'm like, bro, you know what? Fuck it. At this point, this has majorly underperformed. I actually have like real talk. I actually have less money now by the valuations of today that I had like I think last year at this point. Definitely in like September when I locked most of my bags. September, October is when I locked in most of my bags, and I'm like, this is what I'm taking up until May, or whenever the peak of the bull run is gonna be. And then, bro, fuck, I have less than I had then, so that fucking sucked. But anyway, this is actually like also to prove to myself that like, hey, the crypto part wasn't necessarily in alignment, at least not for this part of my life. It was very good for a while in order to help me to raise my frequency and to get me where I needed to go, which is here in Bali, which is where I've successfully been for like the past 3 years, trying all kinds of things to make shit stick. And yeah, AI is the one that I basically started like a year and a half ago, is when I first got into AI. And then like I'm like, no, AI is okay for now, but like, okay, crypto, let me go into crypto. And I've fucked around for like the past year or so in crypto, and it has not been it's been quite bad. Let's just put it this way, like I'm quite bummed out about it. And without getting emotional, that's why I'm like, hey, bro, let me just like, put this money. I'm like, it's either a make or break. I'm down anyway, so who the fuck cares at this point? But I did really care in the moment. In the moment, like the 24 hours before I did it, from the moment that I found out until the moment that I actually did it, there was a lot that actually had to come up. But I did it, and now I'm like, not only am I most of my crypto into that, hoping to. The goal is to get at least 10K for my birthday. 10K for my birthday is the goal. $10,000 extra for my birthday is the goal, and my birthday is in like think 1 month, less than 1 month actually. I think it's like 25 of April or something. So less than 1 month actually. So yeah, 10K for my birthday. That's the goal. That's the goal. That's what I'm YOLOing it all for. But besides that, I'm actually like going all in AI, and I say that I'm going all in with my intention. I'm definitely doing some other things, because like hey, I still want to make money, and I don't want to like fully commit to like be stranded, let's say. And I also don't recommend that you do. Like hey, I feel like this thing that I'm building, I want to do it right this time. I don't want to rush through things. I don't want to like I need money tomorrow, so like I have to like really pull through. But I do believe that this is the thing that I'm here to actually help people. Part of my life, and this is a download that I got like I think it's been 8 years or even more, that my mission on earth is to help raise humanity's vibration. And I wondered how am I going to do it. So AI is the way that I'm doing it, by helping people understand AI, and by helping people get acquainted with AI, and by helping people use AI. First of all, like I'm here to help people use AI, because AI intrinsically is I'm here to help people use AI, because AI intrinsically is for good. AI is for the betterment of our planet, and a lot of people are scared about AI. I'm here to advocate that AI is actually helpful. AI is actually here to help us, to help humanity, move humanity into a golden age where we don't have to do all of these meaningless tasks that like we have to do it because like, well, somebody has to do it, well, like hey, somebody has to do all of this cold calling, and somebody has to do all of these lead scraping, and somebody has to do all of this, step by step standard operating procedure onboarding process. Well, maybe AI can actually do it for us. And I'm sure that AI can help us to make our lives easier, and can help us to uh, make help us to actually like so we don't have to do all of the things that we don't want to do. It can help us to only focus on the things that we want to focus on, whether that you choose that to be meditation, whether you choose that to be spending time with family, whether you choose that to be, I don't know, even like doing calls, if that's your calling. If your calling is to do cold calls or something, like sure, do that, but like you don't have to. The whole point is that like you don't have to, and this is only the first step. The next step after that is actually to uh, help us to do all of these like marvelous advancements when it comes to like medicine, when it comes to like technology, when it comes to like aerospace and galactic travel, and energy absorption from the sun, and like all of these different things that like we've needed somebody to make a lot of calculations, and we've needed somebody to actually be able to think outside the box, and to take all of this fucking data that we have and somehow come up with solutions. And that is, I believe, what AI is here to do. It's one of the avenues that AI is actually here to help us, so that we can actually advance, and it can make our lives much, much, much easier. And yeah, I actually feel that on a deep level. I actually feel that, and I've actually shifted in this reality. I remember I was even talking to a podcast with Harrison, and that I got to re-listen to the other day, and I was actually talking that like like hey, I remember the moment when I shifted reality. I remember the moment when the Microsoft CEO, or like, yeah, this guy, I completely forget his name, but anyway, there was an interview, I think, on the Diaries of a CEO, and the way that he said it in a way where like, hey, AI is advancing whether we like it or not. We cannot stop it. Just because you're scared of it, it doesn't mean that like it's gonna advance. So like at that point, like I had a great realization, and I'm like, hey, you know what, like I can choose to be scared and be like, oh my god, AI, oh my god, it's gonna take my jobs, and it's gonna be blah 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 blah. Or I can actually polarize in the opposite direction, that I believe that AI is here to help. I believe that AI is here to help humanity advance, that AI is here to help us prosper, and that AI is literally here to take us to the next level. And that's what I believe, and that's what I'm here to help bring this vision into reality by helping people implement AI, by helping people understand AI, by helping businesses reduce a lot of the overhead that they had in terms of, like, all of these procedures that I know AI can do much easier and even better sometimes than humans, so that humans can actually enjoy, the free time that they have, the all reap a lot of benefits. I'm not even going to go into it because I know some people are, like, you're going to get flamed about it, but I really think there's a lot of benefits that we can get from using AI. And today was a great day of alignment. It was a great day of, like, and instead of choosing to, to work on all of these things that, like, that I need to work on, I chose to work on my vision. I chose to work on the alignment of why I'm doing what I'm doing, because the what is a bit meaningless without the why. I kind of knew that I'm going to do AI, but I had forgotten the why. And for the past couple of days, like, like, I've actually been thinking more and more about that. And the original thought, of course, was like money. The afterthought is, like, to actually to help humanity. And of course, money is coming through this by helping people. They're helping me financially. I help them financially. They help me financially. I mean, I help them to make more money. I get part of that money. But the whole point is actually to, like, help. Is not just to make money. And acting from this place of alignment gives me, like, so much more peace and so much more gratitude and so much more excitement for the future. And that's why I'm also, like, shirtless right now, because I just came from the pool today. I chose to jump in the pool rather than jump into work, rather than jump into these calls. And I've had a wonderful day of relaxation that I encourage you to have too today. A wonderful day of relaxation. Go outside, go touch some grass, go jump in the pool, go walk on the beach if you're blessed to be on the beach, or in the forest, or in the park if you're in the middle of a city. Like, it takes courage to say no to work sometimes, and to be able to disconnect from that part of technology, from that part of our lives, and to reconnect with this part of our lives, with our heart, with our center, to recenter and to realign our body, our mind, our vibration, our spirit, or whatever it is that you believe in. It is great to do this sometimes. So yeah, like, share, subscribe, and go outside and touch some grass. Let me know if you have any thoughts about this. It would actually be lovely to hear from you what you have to say in regards to AI being here to help humanity, in regards to taking time to realign, to reset, and in regards to living a beautiful life helped by technology. So, beautiful soul, I love you, and it's been nice talking to you. I really appreciate you, and I wish you a great day.